Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our shows tonight, the Sarasota Power Grand Prix races may have ended, but it's nowhere near over for event organizers. Weekend races brought thousands from all over the world to Sarasota, not to mention the 70 racing teams that were also here to compete. Tents lining the sands of Lido Beach and cars filling parking spots for miles as spectators gathered to watch competitors at the Aquacross, P1 Superboat and offshore classes. Well, now it's cleanup time, and it's all hands on deck to protect the Suncoast beaches and waterways. ABC7's Jess Dowdrick has more on that effort.
And just like that, the Sarasota Powerboat Grand Prix comes to an end. The crowds for day 2 of racing were unbelievable. Some people were out on Lido Beach as early as sunrise, hoping to get the best seat in the house. Anita DiGiulio and her family got to Lido Beach around 5:30 Sunday morning, and even then, the crowds were pouring in.
We didn't really have to wait. By the time we got here, they were letting everyone on the beach.
The family set up camp to watch DiGiulio's nephew race. But for the family, the Sarasota Powerboat Grand Prix is about much more.
My aunt is actually in the program for Community Haven. Last year we raised over $100,000. So, I mean, it helps the kids and it's for a really good cause.
The family was among thousands filling Lido Beach this racing weekend. Tents and chairs stretched up to the water's edge, and 2 out of 3 of Lido's main parking lots were full before 9 a.m.
The dunes are very well protected. The county came out and just literally wrapped them in fencing, so it's almost impossible to get on them.
Camille Schwabe was worried that the large crowds would trample all over the dunes. But fortunately, thanks to the county, that wasn't the case.
Before they would just put like a little ribbon with a stake to keep them off, and obviously that didn't work.
Sarasota County also worked hard to keep trash off of the beaches this holiday weekend.
We were able to hand out already 250 yellow trash bags to visitors. We handed out about 100 yesterday and 150 today.
Of the 100 bags handed out on Saturday, 85 were returned, full of trash in the dumpsters provided. So when Ryan Murphy and his staff walked the beaches after the day's events,
we only ended up with about 4 buckets loads of trash. That's inevitable to have that sort of thing happen.
The county plans to continue the strategy for other holiday weekends, but Murphy says they can't take all of the credit.
You know, the public's really doing their part. You know, we're handing out the bags, but they're also making good use of them.
Now that the races have wrapped up, July 4th is on everybody's mind. It's just 2 days away, and the county says they will be out on the beaches again, handing out those trash bags. In Sarasota, Jess Dowdrick, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
All right, thank you, Jess. And now we head over to Wendy Ross for a check on our weather. Wendy, the races look nice, but not everyone was spared.
No. We started to see those showers coming on in during the latter part of the afternoon and into the evening hours. Right now, though, we're looking at partly cloudy to fair skies across the area. 80 degrees. That's what it is right now. It's awfully warm. It's very steamy out there. Calm conditions as far as the winds are concerned, and we are going to continue to see our weather just looking beautiful for the nighttime period as far as the sky conditions are concerned. Most of the rains have pretty well come to an end. They've moved on out into the Gulf of Mexico. We did have some heavier showers that were taking place around Manatee and Sarasota counties, but those have all now dissipated, having moved on out into the Gulf, and we're not anticipating rain for the rest of the evening hours. As a matter of fact, we're looking at fair to partly cloudy skies, and our temperatures may drop another 2 or 3 degrees. So it's going to be another sticky night tonight. We'll let you know what we can expect for tomorrow's forecast and into the holiday period as well. That's all coming up in just a minute. Adam?
Thank you, Wendy. 4 are dead and 5 injured after a fiery car crash down in Englewood. It happened overnight around 3:30 a.m. at the intersection of Rosemont Drive and Sunnybrook Boulevard. The driver of an Audi running a stop sign and crashing into an SUV driven by a Kentucky man. That Audi bursting into flames, killing the driver and 3 passengers on scene. The Kentucky driver, along with his 4 passengers, including 3 children, sustained minor injuries. The Florida Highway Patrol has not yet released the names of the deceased, pending the notification of next of kin. At this time, it is unknown if alcohol was a factor. A Pennsylvania neighborhood recovering tonight after a deadly explosion left a house in splinters. Workers were responding to the home to a home to plug up a gas leak when a sudden blast went through the structure, killing one of the workers and injuring 3 others. That explosion also damaging nearby homes.
It felt like a massive earthquake. Like everything was shaking, glass was going everywhere, wood was going everywhere. The house felt like it was just falling apart.
A neighbor was the one who initially smelled gas and called the utility company. Workers then warned the woman inside the house. She managed to get out before it exploded. A trip passengers won't soon forget. Travelers on a plane heading from Aspen to Denver, Colorado are recovering tonight after an engine on their plane caught fire as it was coming in for a landing. It was a United Express plane operated by SkyWest. Emergency crews rushing to the scene as the 59 passengers ran onto the runway. Luckily, there were no injuries reported. Now it is up to investigators to find out how that fire started. President Trump tweets are making headlines again, but this time it's not his words that are drawing fire. Instead, it's the pictures that you're about to see. Here's ABC's Daria Albinger.
It's a simulated smackdown starring the President of the United States. Well, that's Donald Trump in a doctored version of a video he did years back. It shows him punching out a man whose face is the CNN logo after wrestling him to the ground. Another logo appears on screen saying Fraud News Network. Mr. Trump tweeted the video Sunday, provoking even some Republicans.
The President of the United States is inciting violence against the free press.
It's unfortunate, and people are now begging the president not to do this.
President Trump's Homeland Security advisor Tom Bossert defended him on This Week.
There's a lot of cable news shows that reach directly into hundreds of thousands of viewers, and they're really not always very fair to the president. So I'm pretty proud of the president for developing a Twitter and a social media platform where he can talk directly to the American people.
You're in charge of Homeland Security there.
Yep.
That seems like a threat.
I think that no one would perceive that as a threat. I hope they don't. But I do think that he's beaten up in a way on cable platforms that he has a right to respond to.
CNN issued a statement saying it is a sad day when the President of the United States encourages violence against reporters. Clearly, Sarah Huckabee Sanders lied when she said the president had never done so. Sanders, the White House Deputy Press Secretary, spoke Thursday.
The president in no way, form or fashion has ever promoted or encouraged violence. If anything, quite the contrary. And he was simply pushing back and defending himself.
The question, will this be a push too far? Daria Albinger, ABC News, New York.
Well, when you think about the 4th of July holiday, you might think about those in armed forces, fireworks, even barbecues and the beach. But how many of you are thinking about shopping? Well, this time of year, experts say the biggest discounts are on shoes, swimwear, and outdoor items, but some say the real shopping holiday is still a week away when Amazon promises a Prime Day that will be bigger than Black Friday. Starting at 9 p.m. July 10th and continuing for 30 hours, the online retail giant will be discounting hundreds of thousands of items. But with that competition, experts say do your homework and make sure that those discounts you're getting are really, truly sales. Well, still to come here on ABC 7, a breakthrough for U.S. forces fighting in Iraq and the victory offering hope to soldiers and civilians. And an amazing tale of compassion, several wildlife groups working together to get a sick sea turtle the care it needed to survive.
For more than 100 years, American Humane Association has been teaching kids to be kind to animals. Those in our homes, on the farms, on the silver screen, and wildlife conservation, caring for the world's vanishing creatures. But we can't do it alone. Visit kindness100.org to find ways to teach kids how they can make a more caring, compassionate, and humane world for all of us.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Stay connected to your clients and new customers using ABC7 Digital Media Services. Our team of professionals provide a wide array of digital services to help you get the most out of your website. We specialize in building and helping you maintain the most effective digital solutions for your business. It's vital that your online presence stands out, so our experts will equip you with the best resources available. Trust ABC7 Digital Media Services to give you the right tools to grow your business.
How long have we been married, dear?
For 76 years.
He was kind and generous to me before we married, and he was kind and generous to me all these years. We decided on Meals on Wheels because I was getting to the point where I couldn't do all the things that I had been able to do. We're the Spans. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Welcome back. A victory overseas tonight in the battle against ISIS. Iraq and U.S. forces on the verge of a major success, taking back Mosul, a militant stronghold. 3 years ago, ISIS swept through the ancient city, and now it has become a war zone with thousands of civilians trapped by the fighting. But tonight there's hope. Iraq and the U.S. And their forces have taken control of what's left of the city's most important mosque. And both countries are confident ISIS will be defeated in just days. But they don't expect peace in Iraq anytime soon. That's because there are still significant ISIS pockets nearby. Other cities liberated have been retaken, and the battle for the capital of the caliphate has only just begun. Well, the next time you go to Niagara Falls, it may offer even more than spectacular views. The New York State wants to give tourists more to do, when they visit Niagara Falls State Park, and is asking developers to come forward with plans that would improve hiking, biking, climbing, fishing, and other outdoor activities. The proposals will target an 11-mile stretch of waterfront above and below the falls. Maybe finally the barrel over the falls. We'll see. After 3 days of intense competition, Miss Florida 2017 has been crowned. It's Sarah Zhang of Palm Coast taking home that coveted tiara on Saturday night after wowing the crowd with her mastery of the piano. A music education major at Florida State University, Zhang will also be receiving a $20,000 scholarship for claiming that title. Contestants were judged in fitness and talent, as well as an evening gown competition, an on-stage question, and a private interview with judges. Zhang now goes on to the 2018 Miss America pageant in Atlantic City, New Jersey, which will happen in September, and Haley Wilgus actually helped judge her in the qualifier before that event. So a little interesting tidbit there. Well, from the beaches of St. Croix to a terminal at the Miami International Airport, a sea turtle named Charid has arrived in the U.S. in a desperate attempt to stay alive. Found in the Virgin Islands, the 28-pound sea turtle is covered in tumors caused by polluted water. Now, with the help from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife, Florida Conservation Commission, and several other agencies, that turtle is on its way to the Florida Keys Turtle Hospital for treatment.
It has a fibropapillomavirus. It's a virus that affects over 50% of the green sea turtle population in and around developed islands. And unfortunately on St. Croix, they don't have the means or equipment to treat this turtle. At the Turtle Hospital, we've been treating fibropapillomavirus for over 30 years.
First, scientists will check to make sure that the tumors have not internalized, and then it will be off to surgery. Should the surgery be successful, experts say the turtle will be kept at the hospital for 2 years before he'll return back to the wild. So things are looking up, and that's good. Happy ending to that story right there.
That is a happy ending. I'm
And
very delighted.
we had a happy ending to our rain today.
Yes.
It was, you know, it can be a bit of a bummer during the summer, the rain, but turned out to create some nice little landscape. I think we have some video maybe of the there
look
it is.
at this. Look
Huge.
at this. Isn't this amazing? I mean, it looks like it covered half the earth.
Yeah, it's just a giant end-to-end rainbow there. Look at that.
It almost looks like a double rainbow.
Which
as
side?
well.
Yeah, there you go. Which side is? Oh, this is a picture from Justin Stansel, our director.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Captured an artsy shot there on the streets of Sarasota during his dinner break. Well done, Justin.
Very
yeah,
nice.
It's kind of a nice little fallout.
Oh my goodness. Well, here's part of our situation as well. You know, it's hot in the summer. I don't know if you knew that or not, Adam, but it's very hot. And I'll tell you what, these are not record-breaking temperatures. These are just hotter than normal temperatures. And so what we're looking at are we have temperature readings that are from 90 to 95 degrees in some locations around the state. And what we are looking at for our area is that no matter where you were today, temperatures were in the 90s. And it was 90s at the coast, 95 degrees in the interior part of our viewing area. And you can see that it didn't matter where you went, there was no relief from the heat today. And as I mentioned, it is not record-breaking. What we are looking at instead is a high of 90, yes, and an overnight low of 76 degrees, but normally we're 89 degrees, so we're just a little bit above normal, 75 degrees for the overnight low. We did have a record set back in 1998 of 97 degrees. That was the record. So if we had gotten up to 98, that would have been a record for today, but we did not see that. And right now it's just hot for this time of the night. 80 degrees right now, 72 dew point and 76% humidity. So it just feels very sticky outside. The winds are calm, so we're not getting much of a breeze coming on in. What we do have right now is that we're starting to see partly cloudy skies after an evening of cloudy weather and some thunderstorms that came on through. Most of the showers were developing around the Manatee County area, and they moved on out towards the south and west. They crossed over Sarasota County, and Charlotte County for the most part was fairly quiet throughout the evening hours tonight. Right now we're looking at partly cloudy to fair skies across the region, and we're going to continue to see that throughout the overnight time period. We're not expecting any more rain to develop, at least not for tonight. So over the next couple of days we're going to see a very familiar pattern, and that is that those showers are going to set up over the central part of the state, and once they develop they're going to start to move on over towards the west coast. That's what happened yesterday and today. That's what will happen again tomorrow and also on Tuesday. The only difference is that we're going to keep those rain chances slightly lower, down to about a 40% chance for Tuesday. So that may be a little bit of a relief from these afternoon showers, but expect them all the same. And at times we could see some thunderstorms developing, and those thunderstorms of course will produce lightning that you need to make sure you're careful of that. So high pressure is out here in the Gulf of Mexico. That's what's really driving our weather for this next couple of days as well. And we are looking at hot and hazy and humid conditions. That's what it's just going to be like for the rest of this week. As far as the tropics are concerned, it's nice and quiet down here throughout the Caribbean, but as we move farther out into the Atlantic, we are watching this area out here. This is an area of disturbed weather, and it does appear as though over the next 48 hours it has a 10% chance of developing. In the next 5 days, there's a 50% chance of development. So we're just going to continue to watch it as it continues to move off towards the west. As you can see, it's fairly disorganized right now, but this is the area that we're going to be paying attention to, and of course we'll keep you up to date as far as that's concerned. If you are heading to the beach on Monday, winds will be starting out of the southeast, shifting around towards the southwest, seas 1 to 2 feet, a light chop out on the bay and inland waters. In the next several days show a 50% chance of rain on Monday, but on Tuesday it's a 40% chance. Adam.
It's good news. Thank you, Wendy. Sports is coming up next. Stick around.
Monday at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hi, I'm Ray Collins.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. The Sarasota Youth Sailing Group is honoring some of its members for competing at a world championship.
We'll have more on these young sailors Monday on Good Morning Suncoast. John?
We'll take a look at the 4th of July forecast for you and let you know whether it'll be rain or shine and whether the fireworks will be the only Thunder Boomers.
Monday at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Who else has been taking your prescriptions? Keep your medicine and your family safe and secure. Mind Your Meds. To learn how we can help, visit the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids at drugfree.org.
Looking for something fun to do on a Friday night? Then come to Music on Main, the first Friday of every month at Lakewood Ranch. Enjoy free live music, dancing, great food, and lots of fun for every family member, even the furry ones. Meet up with friends, enjoy activities for the kids, or make it a special date night. And be sure to stop by the ABC7 booth and say hello. Mark your calendars for Music on Main, first Friday of the month, 6 to 9 at Lakewood Ranch. Brought to you by ABC7 and these sponsors.
Are you a soccer mom or dad? Regardless of their age or experience level, when your kids play soccer or any other sport, there's one person on the sideline who is key to help recognize and seek medical care for sports-related concussion. It's you. You need to know the signs and symptoms of concussion, and you need to act if you think your child has been injured. Remember, when in doubt, sit them out. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/concussion. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004.
My name is Stephen Jaffe. The law firm's name is Farmer Jaffe. One of the beautiful things about Julius is he's always smiling, and it becomes infectious. The fact that Julius has a disability has absolutely nothing to do with the quality of work that he's done. Just a great person you want on your staff.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
We've all heard how military veterans adjusting to the civilian world may have certain issues.
30. 78.
If only everyone had this issue. No matter what challenge they face, Easter Seals is here for America's veterans.
ABC7's official Suncoast Hurricane Guide arms you with vital information you need to protect your family and property when severe weather threatens the Suncoast, including how to create your readiness plan and survival kit. Download yours today at mysuncoast.com.
Now, sports. Major League Baseball announcing their all-star rosters tonight for this year's game in Miami, and at least one Rays player will be making that trip down. It's leadoff man Corey Dickerson, earning the fan vote for his first ever all-star game, where he will start at designated hitter for the American League. In his second year with Tampa Bay, Dickerson has terrorized pitchers with a .321 batting average, among the best in the league, and he may be joined by fellow teammate Logan Morrison, whose 24 home runs are tied for second best in the MLB. Morrison is on the final 5-man ballot, which will be on MLB.com for fans to vote on through Thursday evening, so get out there and cast your votes. Earlier today, though, Dickerson 0 for 4 in the series finale with Baltimore. Manny Machado, not an all-star this year, but don't tell him that. That's a 3-run rocket off Alex Cobb in the third inning. Mark Trumbo, an all-star last year for leading the AL in, you guessed it, home runs. A little deja vu for Cobb right there. Alex Cobb would struggle through 6 and a third innings, and despite this cat-like play in the 6th to get Adam Jones out at first, the Rays strike out 9 times against Baltimore starter Kevin Gausman, and the Birds win the series finale 7-1. Well, for a few weeks, you can see a big name at Lecom Park. Pittsburgh Pirates outfielder Starling Marte will be in Bradenton waiting out the final days of his MLB suspension. The Gold Glover was handed that 80-game suspension for performance-enhancing drugs back in April. Sunday marked his first day back on the diamond with a rehab assignment with the Marauders. He led off, going 0 for 3 with a strikeout before rain suspended that game in the 6th inning. The Marauders have 4 more home games next weekend before Marte likely rejoins the big club when that suspension ends on July 18th. The Tour de France moving to Belgium on Sunday for Stage 2, but riders still couldn't escape those rainy conditions that were plaguing Day 1, and with 33 kilometers left in this one, 2 riders slammed down near the front and caused a massive pileup. All the riders would eventually return to their bikes and continue that race, and the race would be very, very close right until the bitter end. Several riders in that final sprint for the win, but it's Germany's Marcel Kittel who edges away from the pack to take the Stage 2 victory. It is his 10th career first-place finish in the Tour de France. More to come here on ABC7. Stay with us.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. Many people with Medicare may be able to get extra benefits and don't even know they're available. You may be able to get dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage included in your plan. The Medicare Coverage Helpline is accepting calls to see if you're eligible to enroll now. You may be able to get extra benefits including dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Buchwald. Making sure you go to the doctor and taking all your medications as prescribed can help protect your health. To make it easier, you may now be able to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan that includes coverage for dental, vision, and prescription drugs. Help protect your health by choosing the right plan for you and get all the benefits you deserve.
Call to see if you may be able to get extra benefits including dental, vision, and prescription coverage. Don't delay. Call to see if you're eligible to enroll and may be able to get extra benefits now. Call 800-711-7200. That's 800-711-7200.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
ABC 7, My Suncoast News. We're here for you. Watch My Suncoast News wherever you are. On our live stream, on our newly redesigned MySuncoast.com, and a brand new ABC 7 My Suncoast app, powered by the Eye Associates, providing Sight for Life, featuring traffic maps and live radar, and dining with recipes and all the hottest Suncoast restaurants. Visit MySuncoast.com and click on the mobile tab to download the ABC 7 My Suncoast app for iOS and Android.
My name is Haley. I have Fragile X syndrome. I work with Chartwells at Einstein's and FAU. I like being up front and interacting with students. The students are very nice and very hungry. Having a job is a big ticket for independence.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
After the singer Adele canceled her last 2 shows due to medical reasons, her fans gathered in support on Saturday outside Wembley Stadium, where she was originally set to perform, and they, as a crowd, sang the artist's songs. Listen to that. The Grammy Award winner told her fans on social media that her vocal cords were damaged. Her announcement comes at the end of a 15-month tour through Europe, the United States, Australia, and New Zealand. Mega fans out there. Well, some Crayola fans are seeing red over the retirement of the yellowish dandelion, but they can still help choose the name for its replacement in that crayon box. Online voting for a new name is now open on Crayola's website for this shade of blue, and the company needs to help pick that name for it. The choices include Blue Moon Bliss, Bluetiful, Dreams Come Blue, Reach for the Stars, and Star Spangled Blue. The voting is open until August 31st, and that's about every blue pun I think I could think of.
That is fabulous.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I better not see one vote that's not Star Spangled Blue, though, over the next couple days at least.
That sounds
Otherwise,
good.
just stay off Crayola.com, as far as I'm concerned.
I love it when they get the audience involved.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't work out, though. The internet can be a brutal place.
That's true.
And those names have gone south a few times. Jeez. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
There you go.